Sai Om, Sai Om.
Yeah, Sai Di.
Yes, Sai beta.
Di, I want to ask you something. I'm sure a lot of people also want to ask you this. All that we know about Baba is from what we've read and what we've heard. Can you please tell us something about Baba that none of us know, which will inspire us and guide us?
Yes, of course, sure. Talking about Baba is the nicest thing to do in the world. Reading about him, talking about him. So thank you for leading me up to that. And there is so much about Baba that I can share with you. Okay, let me share a story of Baba that will be not only just a story, but will teach a lot of things to everybody here as well. So this is from a narrative from 1968, much after Baba had taken his Mahasamadhi. Justice Rege, who's very well known because of Baba, who's associated very closely with Baba and known to be one of his very close devotees. He was once speaking to Banni Dharanji. Banni Dharanji is the person who has written extensively about spirituality, about the temples of Tamil Nadu and about Baba. So he once asked Justice Rege that share something special, that has happened between you and Baba, just as you're asking me today. And Justice Rege shared an episode that occurred with Baba, which is a beautiful learning experience for each of us. He once, he was a justice at times when people were not even educated. He comes from an age and a time of Baba, talking about 1910, 1918, when very few people were even well educated. So he was a justice and he loved Baba deeply. So all of that somewhere probably was bringing a subtle ego into him, which he also didn't realize. Now, once what happened when he went to Baba, he says, I used to believe that I'm one of Baba's closest devotees because there's only one bhav in my heart for Baba, which is pure love, nothing else. And then, like they say, Baba one day pricked the bubble. So he was sitting with Baba and Baba said to him that I feel like having lime juice. And you go and make lime juice for me, you do it really well. So he went and he made lime juice for Baba. And like Shabri, tasting the bear before giving to Ram, he also tasted the lime juice to be sure that he gets the best to Baba. So when he gave the lime juice to Baba, he was confident that Baba's going to love it, He was famous that Baba loves the lime juice he makes. He served it to Baba and Baba put it to his mouth and Baba just twitched his brows and he said, what have you made? This is bitter. I can't have it. So he was shocked. He said, but Baba, I just tasted it. He said, you don't trust me? Let Dikshit taste it. So Baba gave it to Dikshit. Dikshit took it and he just put it away and he said, oh my God, this is horrible, Baba. How did you even let your tongue touch this? I can't bear it. It's very bitter. Justice Rege is shocked at all this happening. I just tasted it. So then he picked it up and then he tasted it. And he says it was unbearably bitter. But I had just tasted it 2 minutes back. It was absolutely fine. He says the moment this happened, he was looking at Baba and just a thought came into his mind, is Baba trying to kill my ego? Have I somewhere in between loving Baba brought this ego that I do everything best for Baba, my lime juice is the best for Baba? And he says, just as I was thinking, Baba just turned and smiled at him. He said, now it's all okay, taste it again. And Justice Rege picked it up and tasted and it was absolutely fine. And he just went into Baba's feet and said, Baba, sorry, I didn't even realize that the ego had set into me like this. Thank you for saving me. So what I understood here is, Rashmi, that Baba is so beautiful. He has these different inconceivable ways of guiding us, in life. So there is no direct lesson that comes. In his own subtle way, he will show us the rights and the wrongs. And so all the children of Baba must remember this always, that Baba is going to always be guiding you, correcting you when you fall. Whenever you do something which is not to be done, he's always there to show us the right way. He'll always guide. But whether I'm listening or not depends on me. So when you are doing something and you fall doing it, remember that fall is because Baba wants to bring a lesson to you. Hold on to his hand and get better. Ego for me is the lowest frequency. We are beings of energy, I always tell all of you. So the lowest frequency energy, lowest vibration that comes from ego. It is horrible to have ego because you can be a very evolved being And the moment ego sets into you, your frequency from being here just goes to the lowest level, and you are on the opposite of salvation. Instead of moving towards Baba, you're moving on the opposite direction completely because ego has set in. So Baba has, through Justice Reiki, given this beautiful lime juice example. But that bitterness that touches us as ego, we must take that taste away from our mouth. We have to be conscious of it. It will not just go away. It is very subtle. Sometimes we don't even realize it is there, yet it is there hugely behind us. So we have to really step by step work towards it. And like I said, more importantly, when you sit before Baba and pray, you must tell Baba that, Baba, in case, I'm going wrong, if there is something I'm doing which is setting in the ego, you please keep cleansing me. Pray to him for it, and when he gives you those indications and hints, catch hold to them, because they're very, very important. So I hope you like the story.
This story is very beautiful, Dee. Thank you so much for the beautiful story. It also has a pearl of wisdom.
Yes, thank you, Beta. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Sai. Yes, Sai.
Sai